Hey everybody! Welcome back to week 11 of the
Yeah.
A Network update, I think.
Mhm.
One day I'm going to stop saying numbers because I'm going to forget.
I'm shocked you still know. I don't know why I'm talking into the microphone.
Natural instinct. I am your Yay Network member, Jay Quiles, to my direct back over there in the teal sweater.
Get off your fucking phone.
I'm doing important stuff.
He's
You're not doing shit
I'm
that's
Mickey.
important.
Hello.
What are you doing on your phone?
I'm texting people links for my show tomorrow. What else
That's
is
not
on?
important.
Second City Blackout Cabaret, 10:30 p.m. March 29th.
You know what?
Nobody's watching
You
this.
should edit out that plug because he
Nobody's
didn't earn
watching
it. Because he was on his phone.
Who's the black guy?
Plugging the show.
Don't call me the
Don't
black guy.
say
What the
that.
fuck is your problem? Jesus Christ. Both of you are out of control right now.
How did I do?
You were on your phone. We
Sorry.
went over this.
True.
Jesus Christ.
That's true, we did say that.
I could be on, I don't know, Tinder or the League or Bumble, but I'm not. I'm not.
Welcome back to the Yay Network update.
I'm drunk a little bit. I've been drinking a little bit. I know these are supposed to be like, we're doing this,
Yes,
but like, let's bring some comedy into it.
We're gonna be who we're gonna be. We're the Yay Network. This is what we do. News and noteworthy stuff in the Yay
This
Network
update
world.
that used to the yay to you. I thought you way more than those other updates.
That's pretty good, actually. I like that. So
Remember when I sprung that on you guys?
it was pretty great.
Yeah, you
Caught me
didn't-
off guard.
Yeah.
Caught me off
That's
guard.
when you were like, you're the host. And I was like, I'm the host now.
I came up with one for NBA. Actually, this is kind of a good way to start the conversation.
Don't say it on
I'm not
here.
gonna say it. I'm gonna say it on the podcast. But I came up with something.
You like to ruin surprises.
I am pretty good at ruining surprises.
Mhm.
I came up with a new little intro for NBA. I'm gonna try it today. See how it goes. In any case, a couple things that we talked about actually right before we started recording this, and that we've been talking about throughout the week is consistency. Consistency in general. Consistency in when we release the podcast episodes, when we record the podcast episodes, and throwing around the idea of increasing the amount of times we record throughout the week. So right now we're doing once a week. We've been really good at that now for almost, like EA Love has been, I think we're going on like 7 months with EA Love, and it'll be a year in June for NBA. So, it's crazy how time fast flies.
How time fast
Good
flies.
Lord. How fast time flies. Edit that out, Jay. Anyways, so I've been talking about maybe upping the frequency a little bit. I'm getting much further in my Yay, I started a podcast. I think I'm about 10 interviews deep. Looking to get to 25 by the end of April. So I'm on target. I'm a little bit behind schedule. But I'm scheduling people pretty quickly, so it's been pretty good. I've been a little lazy in terms of like actual outreach the last couple of weeks, so definitely got to get back to that. But nonetheless, Matt's working out the kinks on recording Yay Emotions and started to do those interviews. And Nikki, how many episodes have you done of Spaceship of Yay?
4.
4 episodes of Spaceship of Yay. Satellite of Yay. I don't watch that bullshit, so it's not bullshit. It's just a show that I'm not into. Anyways,
What a dick.
we continue to have trouble with video. We cannot figure out YouTube videos of the podcast. We've always wanted to get the podcast on YouTube because it's something that I think we all agreed we're pretty. While we're funny via audio, I think visually it adds another element to the podcast and makes it a little bit funnier because you can see our animation and just the way that we kind of interact with each other.
You can see when I take my pants off.
I'll never show that. But we can't
Don't you edit that out.
We can't figure it out. So Nikki, tell the people what's been happening.
It's a lot of bullshit that's actually been making me very upset.
Explain it.
I have a 9-year-old camera and a 10-year-old laptop.
And a 4-year-old penis.
Okay.
I don't know
And
what that means.
I don't
It
either.
felt good to say.
It felt dumb. There's, I don't know, it's old as shit, and I have a bunch of like, now I updated my computer too much, so I can't use like half the programs anymore. So all my editing stuff is gone. iMovie doesn't work with the camera I have because of a formatting issue.
What's the camera?
Panasonic. I forget all of a sudden.
Lumix?
Yeah, GH1 or something like that.
There we go.
And then they're not. I don't know. iMovie was shit, so I found a different program. But now that program won't upload anything to YouTube. So I don't know. That's it. It's just a bunch of problems.
And the problems continue. We're getting closer. We're going to figure out video. Nonetheless, it's been another week of Yay Network stuff. We've had some conversations about ways that we want to, and routes that we want to take the podcast creatively as well. I think it's been some pretty productive conversations. Last week, I felt like we had a little bit of a lull in the NBA content. It was getting a little too heavy on that basketball, which is funny to say when you're talking about a basketball podcast, but I think at its core, we're more of a comedy podcast than we are a hardcore basketball podcast. But I think we found a solution to how we're going to curb that a little bit. And yeah, I think I'm pretty excited for things to come. Guys, anything else you guys want to talk about today before we wrap up?
No.
Nah.
All right, man. Well, for Jay, for Nikki,
Hi.
for Matt, for Jay, this has been the Yay Network Update. And we're out.